For my citizen science project, I participated in the Neureka project, which was a research initiative created by Dr. Claire Gillens at the Gillen Lab at Trinity College, Dublin. Neureka's goal is to better understand dementia, which is quoted by Dasha Kipper in an article, a deterioration of cognitive ability and mental health by using citizen science. And instead of relying on only labs and formal experiments, Neureka collects real-world data through an app filled with games, surveys, and challenges. This gives researchers a more complete picture of how our brains work every day. They even have a section where you can fill out surveys and learn more about yourself mentally and emotionally, alongside a section to play 3 games they have out called Free Play. But something I found interesting was that they have a place where students a part of studies can put their ID so that they can specifically identify the data for them. As you can see here, I have done multiple challenges. I didn't get to complete all of them. These are some of the challenges that I did. Challenge that I often played was CogQuest, where the goal was to form a habit between the cogs and buttons. This was to show people playing it how our brains acted like a system. I had to match different cognitive symbols to the correct buttons and keep track of the patterns. If it was right, it would turn gold. If it wasn't right, it would diminish. It was set up in multiple rounds where you would have to memorize and build the habit of pressing the correct one. And I enjoyed it for the most part, even though I struggled a lot, because it still allowed me to understand and memorize the pattern. And they also did surveys afterwards where I would complete and get a better understanding of myself. My habits. Another challenge I would do was memory match, which involved memorizing patterns, letters, and shapes. It had multiple rounds and level of difficulties to play with. I also did Cannon Blast, which involved aiming a cannon and firing pink and purple balls to hit a diamond to understand and possibly improve decision making. There was also another challenge called MetaMind with the goal to see my brain's ability when playing a game where I had to choose which image had more dots and rate my confidence in my chosen answer. And at the end, it would show me how well I did based upon my choice. What I like most about Neureka are the surveys and also the games that focus on educational challenges. Neureka has apps like Remember and Read All About It, which tested my knowledge about Alzheimer's disease, research methods, and how the media could sometimes misrepresent scientific findings. I learned, for example, that high blood pressure can increase Alzheimer's risk, something that I did not realize before. What I really liked about Neureka is that its mission is simple. It's to make brain science accessible and used every day in people's lives, and to drive research forward. Because mental health is so complex, a lot of the information gets slipped through the cracks. Neureka helps close these gaps by letting thousands of people contribute small pieces of data that together create a big picture. Overall, my role as a citizen scientist was to play these games, fill out the surveys, and let Neureka collect information on how I think, feel, and react. Even though these seem like small tasks, they help researchers build better models for mental health and early dementia detection. In the end, participating in Neureka was both fun and educational, because it showed me how science can not only include anyone, but how even the smallest data point contributes to a much larger mission, which is understanding the brain and improving mental health for everyone. I'm glad I was able to be a part of it and contribute something to the Citizen Science Project.